Hello, sports fans. Welcome to another edition of VetsPlusSports.com. This is your host, Terrell Cool Beans Davis, with my co-host, Mr. James Miller.
Hello, everyone. How y'all doing this Sunday night? I hope y'all have a good weekend. Had a good weekend, but we'll get into another episode of Vets Plus Sports and let Beans do a shout out to our listeners before we get into this.
All right. First of all, I got to do a shout out to another podcaster that they be on YouTube. It's called the Sports Fury, and what they do different from what we do is like a lot of people don't have like, oh, well, where am I going to watch the next Fever game? This and that. They do a live broadcast while the game is on, and listen to them. It's just like listening to the exact commentators that are out there on the court. These guys are good. Got Josh and Sean, and guess what? I knew I liked them, but I found out something about them today why I really like them. They from Texas. But shout out to Josh and Sean, and I'm doing this. They gave us a shout out on their show. I think it was Thursday or Friday. I can't remember, but they've been shouting us out, and I said I was gonna return the favor when I got online this Sunday. But also gonna give a shout out for those that decided to come for the live. Thank you for that, and those that'll come and watch the replay. Thank you for that. For our radio show, we haven't been on in a bit. I'm sorry, my car is messed up, but we're gonna be doing something like later on in the week. We'll do a regular show just like this, but we're gonna do it for the radio, and I'm gonna post that show on the radio. That way we'll have it on both. It'll be like on Twitter and it'll be on our radio show. But that's what we're gonna do. But as far as our radio show went, our top cities were and still are, because they haven't changed as of yet. But the top cities are San Jose, California, Los Angeles, California, Washington, D.C., Ashburn, Virginia, Boardman, Oregon, Grinzak Weiland, Germany, Brussels, Belgium. Thank y'all for listening.
Thank y'all for tuning in, and we'll go ahead and dive into the Beans' second favorite sport, I think now.
Yes.
All I see, he's listening to every game, watching every game. He is hooked. Who would have thought he'd have been hooked on the women's NBA?
Yeah, what was that the other night when I watching it when we was in the office? I have a phone like that.
He's in the office. He's got it on. He's watching it. But we'll go ahead. I'm gonna run down some scores. You had Liberty beating the Sun 87 to 78. Then Liberty had been struggling. You've got the Dream beating the Mystics at 99 to 83. Fever over the Storm 78 to 74. You had the Mercury over the Sky 83-67, and the Aces beat the Valkyrie 101 to 77. And
is that payback for the loss they took the other day?
It probably was. I think someone said, "Well, all right, we're going to run the score up on you." But here I'll write down the standings real fast, and I'll let you dive in with your stuff that you have.
But I also got something for you. I didn't get a chance to tell you before we got started, but it's WNBA, and it'll start out. I'm gonna do a retraction and apology for a certain person, and it also has to do with my dream.
Okay,
but we not talking about no special devices hitting the floor this time.
Nah.
It's funny.
You got the Lynx still leading. They're 24-5. You got the Liberty at second at 18-10 and a half a game in front of the Atlanta Dream at 18-11. And this is where it starts getting all tight. You have Phoenix Mercury at 17-11, Indiana Fever at 17-12, Seattle Storm at 16-13, who the Fever just beat. And then you got the Aces at 15-14. Them Aces have moved up. You remember they were dead last start of the season.
Yeah.
And they've worked their way back up. But when you got one of the best players in the league, I mean, what can you expect?
Exactly.
Audra Wilson. And then you've got Golden State Valkyries. They're at 14-14. I'm gonna go ahead and say that the Fever will probably finish with the 2 spot, at least the 3. They're going to be finishing at least 3 spots, the 2 spot coming into this playoff when they start. And
Right.
Caitlin Clark back.
Yep.
Okay. If they get her back in the lineup, hopefully they'll get her back. Like I was telling you, if they get her back like a week or so before the season's over with, to get her in the flow, get the things before the playoffs start. Because, I mean, you don't really want to start her after her first game back, the start of the playoffs to me.
Exactly.
You want to get
I
her.
think they'll bring her in for about maybe the last 2, 3. It would be nice if they brought her in like the last 5 games, but
Don't pull an Andy Reid. Please don't pull an Andy Reid. He blew the Super Bowl for us, putting in a
we
lineman
get all
that
the way
was
to the
out,
finals. We're gonna
out
put Caitlin in
2 months, out for 2 months, and then put the lineman in in the Super Bowl. And that was, I ain't gonna say that was probably the biggest part on the offense for that. But that's football. We won't dive in there. We're still hearing women's NBA, but so. What was you going to talk about with the women's NBA? There's been a lot of drama the last week.
Okay, the women's NBA, the Duncan. Remember I was talking about Duncan? Turns out, and I can understand this, and it's a true fact. And I got to apologize because I was getting on Brittany Griner. Remember, my dream was about Brittany Griner. I was getting on. I was like, "How are you 6 tall and you don't dunk and all this?" Her last dunk was March of 2021, and she done it because she broke the record, and she has the most dunks in the women's WNBA. And she did that dunk. She was 32 at that dunk, and she said she wasn't going to do no more because it opens herself up for more injury doing dunk. And that's true. You know, like remember Jordan, like in them younger years, Jordan was dunking all the time. But then when he got kind of like about year 11 and 12, layup.
Yeah.
So, you know, I can understand it. And that's the truth. I was getting on her for not dunking. I'm like, you 6'9", you got all that height, you should be able to dunk. Yes, your health is more important. Yeah, we like seeing dunks. I like seeing dunks too, but your health is more important. So, you know, I have to retract that, even though that Brittany probably ain't see it. She ain't probably gonna see this, the apology and all the other stuff. But when I was talking crap about it, she'll see that one.
My thing, 6'9", that shouldn't take much effort, really.
Yeah, it's just like you barely jumping 6 feet off the ground.
Yeah,
I mean,
barely,
6 inches. I mean, barely 6 inches.
Come on.
Just a little tap.
What's her wingspan? Probably at least 30 inches, close to it, ain't it?
Yeah, that's why it's like, you know, if you 6'9", I'm gonna give you your feet, your arms is about at least 3 feet.
Yeah.
So 6'9", that's almost 7 feet. She only has to go about 6 inches. She can probably just stand on the tippy toes and dunk.
That's it. Yeah. So it shouldn't be much effort into dunking.
It shouldn't, but
not for her at 6'9". I mean,
yeah, but yeah, health problems. You was 32 in 2021, so she's about 35 now. So yeah, she's on her way out to what you call it. So yeah, I take that back. I understand. Yeah, your health. I didn't look. I'm still judging her like she's one of these 22, 23-year-olds.
Gotcha.
Which is a good thing. That means, you know, you look healthy. If you can still pass for a 22, 23-year-old, you're very healthy looking. So, you know, but my apologies. And unfortunately, this is the bad part, and this is the part she would hate me for. She has the most dunks. You know what that record is?
What's that?
23 dunks. On the guy's side, you have more than 23 dunks before the season is over.
You have that in the first. You have that part in the first. You have that part in the first month.
Yeah.
I mean,
but you know, this is not the guys' league, and so I understand. But at 23, and she 23 dunks, and the last one was in 2021. So you know, congrats to her. You know, that means I was looking up some stats today. You know, I just found that by accident because I was like, as my son asked me, he said, "Is it illegal to dunk in the women's NBA because a lot of them are not doing it. I say I know it's not illegal because when I watched the first season, I seen when Lisa Leslie got hers, she got the first dunk in all of the WNBA. So I saw that, but I'm just like, no, it's not illegal. And I say maybe they came up with a rule later because none of them do it. And they said no, it's not illegal. Last time it was done was 2021.
I'm trying to pull something up, but you keep going on. I'm trying to pull something up. This is a basketball related, but it'll be with the college.
Okay,
But,
cool beans.
it's what I'm trying to do. Before we get into the NBA, and then which I don't know if there's a whole lot with the NBA.
Yeah, I don't think we're gonna have a lot on NBA, but we 40 some days from our real not our real sport, our favorite sport. But we get to talk about that towards the end of the I was gonna say the end of the shift, but show. But it's a good thing I think of this as a job too. So at the end of the shift. But yeah, as far as those games with them WNBA games, the links is and that's what we did. We talked about it pre-show, but we didn't say it on the air for those that don't know, but most of them probably already know that Dejanay Carrington been traded to the Minnesota Lynx. Minnesota, they got, I forgot what players they got. Not Minnesota, but Dallas gets 2 players and a 2026 pick for Dejanay Carrington, which puts Dejanay in a very good spot. Thinking of like championship, because right now the Lynx are pretty much at 23-5, are favored to win it all. And Dejanay went from a team that was pretty much almost at the bottom of the barrel to a championship contender. So, like, at least she'll get the playoffs. She'll get some playoff checks because the Lynx will be in the playoffs. Dallas was no way near going to be there. So she'll at least get some playoff checks. And she'll have a shot at that championship.
Playoffs start what, September?
September, yeah.
So it's probably gonna get, like I said, it's gonna get tight in that standings. I think Fever will finish at least 3. I'd say they'll get that number 2 seed before it's over with.
Yeah, Fever can make it way up to that 2 seed. I mean, like number 2 through 8, they're all so close. They can all jumble up in between.
Yeah.
That number 1's the Lynx got a good cushion. They got a good cushion of about 5, 6, maybe even 7 games.
And I'll bring it up real fast. I sent you something through Messenger. I don't know if are you able to pop that up on our screen while we're talking here in a little bit, that picture I sent you?
Yes/no.
Okay.
I'd have to get my wife to do it because I have no idea how to do it.
All right. You see that dude's vertical?
Yes.
You see that dude's vertical?
His vertical is almost my doggone height.
His vertical is you probably ain't seen that since probably MJ.
Ooh.
Let's go to
a BYU commit.
I'm gonna go here to bring up the Fever schedule. I know we've talked about it a few weeks ago. I'm gonna bring it up again, the remainder, to see if they can pull it off and get that number 2 seed. And I got it up right here. Remember, I think they end up the last 2 games with the Lynx, if I remember right.
Oh, yeah, they should play the Lynx like 3 times or something. I don't think they've played the Lynx yet.
All right, there's still a lot of games left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 games for them. All right, Tuesday they're playing Los Angeles. That should be a win. Playing Phoenix Thursday, then they've got Chicago. And then Dallas right there should be 4 wins right there.
Right.
Then they got Washington, Connecticut. All right, you ready for this? August 22nd and the 24th, Minnesota,
Mm-hmm.
then Seattle, Los Angeles, Golden State, Phoenix, Chicago, Washington, Minnesota. They will finish at least 3, if not number 2, with the remainder schedule.
I think they should.
I mean,
Especially when Caitlin come back in the lineup. Ooh.
They play Chicago 2 more times. They got to play Minnesota. They got to play them 3. They play Washington 2 more times. Then I mean it's easy. I mean it's something that could be reached. They could finish that 2nd and 3rd seed. I say as far as low as 3 seed will be, but I can see them getting the number 2 seed.
Right. Yeah, I can see that.
Then would you be having? You ready for this? If they get that 2 seed, then you would be having a well, what just happened here? You would have a Minnesota Lynx and Fever showdown in the finals.
I think that's what it's going to head to, and it's like it's going to be crazy. It's going to be crazy, but I think, in fact, while you're playing, that would draw more ticket sales. That is the best scenario for them.
Especially if Caitlin's back in the lineup. All right, I'm gonna move on over here to the NBA. You seen the big news of the NBA? Me, I think it's big. Luka extends for a 3-year extension in LA.
Oh, nice.
Trying to see what I'm trying to see what how much the deal was here. It just talks about his extension, but all right, you ready for this?
Yeah.
3 years, $165 million.
Nice.
Pay the man. Pay the man. I mean, he's to me, I think I would build the team around him. I mean,
yep.
LeBron
on his way out.
He's of the past now. I mean, he can. To me, like I said, we've talked about this, and we talked about this either last week or week before, or maybe even, I mean, time goes by so quick I can't remember. But LeBron could be that 6th man coming off the bench.
Yeah, that's what he needs to be.
And if he was smart, he would learn from Kobe Bryant, because that Kobe's last year, man, he was struggling that last year. After every game, he was wore out, iced up.
Yeah, the ice baths.
Looked like the Michelin Man sitting over there on the bench. But and then let's see. And my thing is, Luka being in the West, man, the West is loaded. It's just loaded. And so it's going to be hard. I mean, even for him to make a run for the finals, when you're looking at Denver and you're looking out maybe possibly Houston, you never know what is going to happen with some of the other ones. But OKC.
Oh, I lost you. What happened? Hold up. Yeah, you froze. Or am I froze? Hold up. Yep, he froze up. I couldn't figure out, did you freeze or did I freeze?
Well, you disappeared and it said lost connection on my end, so I didn't know if it was you or me. But yeah, like I was saying, you got OKC also to worry about there in the West.
Right.
So that West is loaded. And to me, in the East, you talk about the East. I don't think with Halliburton being out, I don't think Indiana will be a big factor now in the East. I think it's going to come down between the Knicks, your Knicks, and Cleveland.
Right.
And just depending from there, see who else the third team comes up. Halliburton will be out for he'll be out for the whole year.
Yeah, he is, because he tore it during the final, so he's not gonna a year out. He's gonna have to be he's gonna have to be during the playoffs again.
Anything else you got with the NBA?
No.
Oh, are you ready for this?
Oh, wait, what's up?
Did y'all have Bridges before?
Yeah, Mikal Bridges. Yeah, we have.
That's right. All right, he signs for 4 years, $150 million extension.
Oh, nice.
So talking about the Knicks, they're trying to secure the players they got to make another push. All right. Well, since you can't bring that up,
Yeah, I got to convert it real quick. I'm looking at it to see how I can convert that real quick. Yeah, give me a minute. I'll have it up before the end of the show, though.
I do not know. I don't know how you pronounce his last name. It was he was the number one commit and number one recruited player in the nation. He went to BYU. AJ Dabansa. I don't know how you say it. Probably I know I butchered that all up.
Yeah, I've seen that too. I didn't know how to do his name either.
Anyway, if Beans is able to get that photo up here, it's showing his vertical, and the last person I'd be able to see jump like that was one of MJ's. And he's above the rim. He's every bit above the rim, at least a hand. The bottom of his palm of his hand is at least above the rim, it looks like.
Right.
Let's see.
I think I got it. Oh, that says failed to upload. Crap. I'm gonna try.
Yeah, go back. Go back. Oh, man. Well. Oh, there it is.
Let me see here.
I'm trying to get some stuff up. There it is. Why did it pop up the first time? All right. The dude is 6'9".
Okay, it looked like it loaded with my the logos. Let's see if I can bring it up and we take a look at it. Ah, crap, that's too dang on small. Let me try something else.
But anyway, he played for Utah Prep. He's 6'9". He is he's going to be one to watch. AJ Dabansa, but I don't know if that's how you pronounce it or not.
Yeah, he is going to be one to watch. That vertical he had.
That vertical. And here's the thing, though. I mean, you've got some other players that have verticals going to the NBA and everything.
Mm-hmm.
The thing with MJ was he could soar through the sky. I mean, he could like soar like through the air, and he could hold it. I mean, it was like he defined gravity. that was the thing with MJ. I don't know about with AJ here if he's able to do that, but that vertical there, man, it's something. It's unreal.
Right.
But I admit I didn't. I know I didn't show you that the other day. I showed it to some of the other guys, veterans that was there, that works with us. But I was like, man, I said, I gotta show this to Beans.
Right. Actually, it's telling me I got to convert it in Canva and then I can post it up. So I can show it next time.
Yeah, you can go ahead and post it to some of the
Oh, I
Facebook
can.
page.
Yep. The
Do it to the
Twitter.
Facebook, Twitter page. You can post them on there so people can see if they haven't seen it.
Yep.
And since he's in the Big 12, West Virginia's going to get to see some of that. Woo! Look out.
I know that's bad.
So, hey, me and you may have to go up there and watch him in Morgantown.
Oh, BYU coming to Morgantown?
Oh, yeah, they'll be going to Morgantown. We'll have to go up there and watch him play.
Right.
Since everybody's wanting to see the next Michael Jordan, he may just be hit.
I know. I wonder how old that kid is, too.
18. 18.
Yeah, he got nothing but up going for him.
All right, I'm gonna go over some baseball scores going on right from the day.
Okay.
See where we're pretty decent on time. All right, they tried to. I don't know if anybody knows it. Not far from here, in Bristol, they tried to play a baseball game at the racetrack in Bristol, there, Tennessee. Yesterday, didn't work out. It got rained out, from what I heard. So, I guess they got the game into. Well, no, they end up. I guess they end up finishing it. It said Saturday. Yeah, the classic. It was 4-2 was the final yesterday. I seen a lot of people that was on my Facebook posted they only got to watch an inning. I guess because of the rain delay, they just finally left. But Braves beat the Reds 4-2 in that.
Cool beans.
And to me, I mean, them tickets were expensive. Let me tell you what. You was out like, and I don't know what turn it is. The outfield, man, you was a good bit away if you was in the seats of the track. So to me, I mean, I know to say, well, I went to Bristol to watch a baseball game, but man, to pay that much money and sit that far away, I don't know, man. It's just didn't seem to be for me. But some finals from the day: Red Sox beat the Astros 6-1. You had the Dodgers over the Rays 3-0. Brewers beat the Nationals 14-3. The Royals over the Blue Jays 7-4 and 10. You had the Twins beating the Guardians 5-4. The Guardians are slipping like my Braves are. The Yankees got beat by the Marlins 7-3. The Giants beat the Mets 12-4. The Cubs beat the Orioles 5-3. Pirates over the Rockies 9-5. Diamondbacks over the Athletics 6-4. Angels beat the White Sox in Anaheim 8-5. Padres over the Cardinals 7-3. And then the Mariners beat the Rangers 5-4. And the Phillies over the Tigers 2-0. Coming down with the standings here, we're going to go. I'd say the Yankees are 3 games out of first place in the East behind the behind the Toronto Blue Jays. Blue Jays 65-48. I'm telling you wrong. The Yankees have fell to the 3 spot in that. It's the Red Sox are 3 games out of first. Yankees are 4.5 out. Misspoke on that. And then Detroit's still leading the Central. It's got 8-game lead on it over the Guardians. And then the Royals are just a half a game behind the Guardians in third. Out west in the AL, you got Houston 2.5 game lead on the Mariners. And the Rangers in that third spot, in that division with 4.5 out. Moving on over to the East and the National League, at the Phillies got a half a game lead on the Mets. The Marlins are sitting in that third spot with 7.5 out, and my Braves are they're done. Milwaukee Brewers are leading the Central by 2 games over the Cubs. The Cubs have slid out of that first spot. Brewers have took over by 2 games. Out west, the Dodgers hold a 3-game lead on the Padres. And San Francisco is starting to fall. They're 9 games out of first. So they'll be trying to shoot for that wild card. We're here. We are in August now.
Mm-hmm.
There's 2 months left of baseball in the season. So you're going to start seeing stuff tighten up for them wild cards.
Right. I was sitting there thinking, you said something earlier that just brought me. I was like, ooh, it's funny because you was talking about some Detroit still leading their division. So I'm like, you know who would really like that is Juan Zell would like that. And I got to thinking, I said, oh, wait a minute. I said, I bet you never worked 3B, did you?
Who, me?
You don't have to work 3B because you're on the night crew.
I mean, yeah, I just go up every once in a while.
Because, like, in Juan Zell's closet, he has a hat he keeps up there, his Detroit Flyers for the hockey. So, like, when he's down there in the morning meetings, he's wearing his military service hat. Like, bro, he go up there, put on his hockey hat.
Well, you look at Detroit, the Lions are doing good. The Tigers are doing good. Look out.
I know.
Where's the Pistons at? Where's the Pistons at?
I bet that's the only cap he don't have. I bet he has a Lions cap, and I bet you he has a Tigers cap. The only one so far I found was the Flyers, and they're the Detroit Flyers.
Is this the year Detroit Pistons start coming back into it?
Maybe.
But all right, let's see here. We are getting close. 3 weeks away from football?
Yep.
4 weeks?
Well, it already started the preseason. They had what was Chargers and who? I forgot.
Lions, wasn't it?
It was the Lions.
Did you still see where Coach Levy turned 100 years old? He used to coach the Bills.
Wow.
Bill Levy, is that his name, Bill?
Well, it would be Bill because it's William, but you know the nickname for William is Bill. Yeah. So yeah.
So Levy turned 100 years old. It's just like wow. But yeah, you got preseason already started. College starts. I'm bringing up the schedule right now. I can't wait. I can't wait for all this to get going. Now, my wife is probably a different story with her. That's all I do is football, football, football. All right, starting August 23rd is week 1 of the college season. Now, Saturday, August 23rd, you've got Iowa State and you've got Kansas State, Big 12 play. They're starting. You got Idaho State and UNLV, Fresno State and Kansas, Sam Houston and Western Kentucky, Stanford and Hawaii. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 games on the 23rd. Then we move to Thursday, August 28th, as a slew of games on a Thursday. I'm trying to see what big names you got here. There's not really. You got Missouri's on here playing Thursday night. They're playing Central Arkansas. Boise State's playing South Florida. Here's the thing I'm going to be watching for that Thursday because my Mountaineers in week 2,
right?
They play Ohio. Ohio is playing Rutgers at Rutgers. So, like I said, the Mountaineers at game two on their schedule to me is a trap game. Playing Ohio, the Bobcats, I think it is, in Ohio the weekend before the big brawl. if people don't know, with Morgantown, Pittsburgh and the backyard brawl is so big. It's all hot. It's all you've been hearing for months now. Rodriguez is back coaching. The hype. They're trying to bring game day there. I say game day will probably be there because Kirk Herbstreit mentioned something to Pat McAfee on McAfee's show or whatever when McAfee brought him on.
Right.
He said, I think game day needs to be there. So we're mentioning bringing game day there. I think they do. And if they do, hopefully they move that time back to 7:30. It's a 7:30
right.
Kickoff. It's right now it's at 3:30. They done moved it once, and I don't know what the first time was when it started out. Looking down through here, I mean, some of these are just smaller schools for August at Thursday the 28th. You got Minnesota, they're playing Buffalo. You got Miami of Ohio playing Wisconsin. Cincinnati's playing Nebraska. Cincinnati's going to get beat by Nebraska. Then you go to Friday the 29th, a slew of games. Also, you got Illinois playing. Wait a minute now. How can that be? Oh, okay, because that's why it's the next week. I was looking here. Kansas popped up again, but Kansas played on the 23rd the week before. Kansas is playing Wagner. Man, Kansas is scheduled, and you got Baylor playing Auburn. Georgia Tech at Colorado. So there's some decent games there. And then here's a big game. Are you ready for this? You might as well, if you're going to start the season off, you might as well start it big. Texas is playing at Ohio State.
Woo, buddy.
All right. Texas is, to me, would be a forerunner to win a national title. When you got Archie Manning, not Archie Manning. Yeah, it's Arch Manning.
Yeah, it's Arch Manning.
Yeah, Arch Manning, after his grandfather. You've got him playing for Texas, who is a great quarterback, playing at Ohio State. Ohio State's got a new quarterback under the center.
Oh, they sure do.
And they've got a West Virginia running back in the backfield. C.J. Donaldson. So I will be out of town, so I won't be able to see this game. But it's going to be – that'll be a game to watch. And to me, that's at a noon kickoff because Big Ten – got Fox. Y'all can keep that Fox contract. I'm just telling you. I hate noon kickoff games. I'd rather have a night game. But Tennessee's playing Syracuse that day. To me, that's the bigger game. The West Virginia's playing Robert Morris. Should be pretty decent. Then you got Alabama playing Florida State. And you see I'm wearing the green tonight in support of our buddy Judah Price.
Right, yep.
And Marshall's kicking off a hard game. They're playing at Georgia at 3:30 ESPN. So you're going to have to watch that one for me, okay?
Okay.
It's on
that. It's on ESPN?
ESPN, 3:30. Because I'm going to be in Colorado. I ain't going to have no service, nothing.
All right.
So I'm in the mountains, so there ain't nothing. I'm out of civilization, But anyway, then you've got going down through here. I'm just trying to see some other big games on that weekend. You got the start of the season, so majority of the time, you've just got these non-conference games. Now here's another one. Here it could be a big game. That's 7:30 on ABC. I'd say game. I don't know if game day is going to be there or if they'll be at Texas, but I'd say it'll be at the Texas Ohio State. But you got LSU playing at Clemson. And then,
I think Texas Ohio State would be a bigger game. I wouldn't be at LSU versus Clemson.
And then that's it for the slate of games. Well, big games Saturday. There's a whole slate of games. Don't get me wrong. But then you got 2 games on Sunday.
2 college games on Sunday?
Yep. and you've got Virginia
Oh,
Tech
right. I
playing.
forgot.
That's
Football.
Memorial
NFL.
weekend.
Yeah. And NFL don't start yet.
You got Virginia Tech and South Carolina, Notre Dame and Miami.
Ooh, Notre Dame and Miami gonna be a good one.
And then you got one more on Monday at 8 p.m. TCU is going to North Carolina. So
North Carolina, come on, y'all got to get this one because TCU is in our division.
yeah, they are. Which I don't see TCU winning that one. I think they're kind of like on a rebuilt year.
Right.
But that's a slate of games that's coming up at the end of the month, starting college off. And coming out of Morgantown, I watched Rich Rodriguez. He was not happy with the turnout and stuff. I think after day 2 of their camp, they was down to 2 running backs. Two.
Dang.
2. He said, we got too many weak running backs. He said, I looked at my recruiting staff. He said, we need to get some guys in here. And I'm like, man, I bet they wishing they had Judah now.
Yep. Too late. Hit that portal.
Yep. So we're going to see what happens. And he said that's all right. He said I could still win without that many backs, but he said I don't like to do it. But he said I can run my quarterback. He said I can run my slots, but he said that's not how I run things.
Right. Exactly.
But we'll see what happens. I'd say they'll get somebody in there because he said he's like 700 people still in the portal. So he's going to start pulling people. But that's just a rundown of the college schedule coming up. May hit the NFL. And your boys is in the news again.
Yeah.
That's why I said when you was thinking about a title, I said, how about them boys? I think Jerry Jones loves drama. Loves drama. He's going to sit there to the very end. You got probably, I'm going to say, I don't know, let's see if you agree with me on this. You've probably got the best defensive player in the NFL, and Micah Parsons.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I watched him at one playoff game when they was playing the 49ers in San Francisco a few years ago. Throw a 360-pound man with one arm. You remember that?
Yeah.
I mean, just picked him up, slung him out of the way. Let me tell you something. That's not easy to do.
Nope.
Not one arm. And so you got probably, and I'd say the second probably best defensive player would be probably Watt. But you've got the best and Micah Parsons. You better pay the guy. Pay the guy. I don't know why they held so long out on CD Lamb. Don't hold out. I mean, you're going to pay him. Pay him.
Exactly. I don't know why he's fooling around with it. It's the fact that Michael Parsons had to ask for a trade. It goes to show you that obviously what they offering him is chicken feed.
Well, and here's the thing. I'll say this. I've kind of went a little more neutral with the players. I can say they're making millions. Yeah, they're making a lot of money.
Mm-hmm.
But when we looked up a lot of the stuff with the jersey sales and all this other stuff,
right?
I think it's garbage how they're doing them. Okay, you've got a name and you're selling a name, and they're only getting pennies and dimes.
Exactly.
From what
how many Parsons jerseys sold,
for what they're making, and what came about this, if you remember, was the jersey sales from the women's NBA. So you and I started looking this stuff up, and I didn't realize. I didn't realize that, like in the NBA, they got a cap, and once that cap's reached, then they start making.
Then the players start making money.
Yeah. Well, in the NFL, the players get 67% of that whatever's made, which to me is a better deal.
Yeah,
than what the
better
NBA
than the NBA.
Stuff. Yep. Yeah. So, on the other hand, I mean, I can see some of these players. Yeah, we're looking on the outside as a fan, like, man, you're making millions. I mean, that's still a lot of money, but I mean, there's still some of the stuff they do is it's. I mean, I don't agree with.
Yeah. And like the women, they get nothing at all. And
I
that is
know.
wrong. Just like that game that Sophie got ejected, her jersey sold out the next day, and she got none of that money.
See, to me, you're selling a name there. I don't care what's on the front of the jersey.
Mm-hmm.
You're selling a name.
Exactly.
So
Because what's the difference from her jersey selling or Aaliyah Boston jersey selling?
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, excuse me. So we got. I'm trying to see what news we got going on. You ready for this?
Yeah, what's up?
Bills receiver number one guy. Do you see the news on him?
No.
Shakir. He's
Uh-oh.
week to week with a high ankle sprain.
Ah.
You know what them high ankle sprains do?
Mm-hmm.
They linger. They linger.
So he's gonna have it at least to about that when we get in them last four, when we get into like the December games like that, it's gonna stay. And I think he'll have it past it, especially because most of them, even though they got high ankle sprains, they still play anyway. And you pretty much he gonna start off week to week during the preseason, but game one, I guarantee he'll be playing. He might play limited time, but he's gonna play.
Well, you know what that
And that
means.
ankle ain't gonna get better.
You know, no, that's something. That's like a groin that lingers around. A high ankle sprain lingers around.
Uh-huh.
I would right now. He would not play. He would not be on the field the rest of this month.
Yep.
He would be icing it, doing whatever he's got to do, rehab it. And they play the Ravens, if I'm not mistaken.
Game one, I think so.
They kick off with the Ravens and the Bills.
Uh-huh.
So that's a big game to start out.
Yep.
Which I mean, the Bills don't have no big key star players. I mean, as far as receivers, in the receiver, I mean, Shakir was it.
Yep.
You got your two tight ends. That's going to bring more on Josh Allen as far as scoring. I think it'll be more on him. But that's going to be interesting to watch throughout the season because it's just like a groin injury and a high ankle sprain. That's something that just keeps lingering.
It does.
Let's see. All right, I'm gonna do a schedule, and I'll run down the week one coming up. We may do this a few times coming up in the next few weeks. But you just had the Hall of Fame game Thursday night, and if I didn't realize that. If I did, I'd have watched it. I didn't.
Yeah, I didn't. Oh, wait. I know why I didn't watch it. Because that was the same time I think Indiana Fever was playing.
Well, and the thing is, you don't have your starters playing that games.
Yeah.
So you had Los Angeles beating Detroit 34-7. Trey Lance was the leading passer for 120 yards. I don't know who he plays for. Tell you the truth.
I don't know which one he plays for either. I knew he left Dallas.
Dallas, that was a bonehead play getting him, putting all that money up.
It was. I think all it was Jerry Jones said, "Ooh, we gonna put some fire under Dak Prescott, get him to play better. Let's make this trade and get Trey Lance."
I bet that's what that was Jerry Jones's motive behind it.
Mm-hmm.
Well, he plays for the Chargers now. So, all right, I'm going to skip all these preseason games. These preseason games don't mean nothing. So, coming in week one, starting off September 4th, your Cowboys are going to get destroyed by the Philadelphia Eagles on Thursday Night Football. I'm sorry.
I'm hoping for upset. I'm going for the upset.
They're just going to get destroyed. And I got something we need to do. We can do it during the week or whenever we do that or next Sunday. But we got to do our picks, our early picks. Who's going to win what division or however. I don't think neither one of us came. Well, I think I got the Chiefs division right last year.
Yeah, you did.
I almost got your division right. Commanders
He
came
went
close
with the
to winning.
Commanders. They came in second.
I wonder if I was the only one ever picked them trying to win that year. Yeah, last year. Probably the Commander fans. They maybe thought so. But
Yeah.
I'm just curious to see how Daniels plays this year. This is be like you would call sophomore year. You see what happened to Stroud his sophomore year. His
Yes,
rookie year, he was out the roof.
he was, and he had to
Um,
drop his sophomore year.
but I will say this about the Commanders: they are loaded with talent on that offense. Loaded.
But
With
look at
talent.
it this way. Also, Jaden Daniels might do good because remember, Stroud was only the rookie quarterback his time that was out. Because I think ain't what's his name with the Panthers is a year before Stroud, and so is
Bryce Harper. I'm not Bryce Harper.
Bryce
Bryce
Young.
Young.
And Bryce Young and the dude Richardson from I think they're a year ahead of Stroud.
Yeah,
think
they are. They are.
Stroud was the only rookie that was running around that time, but this sophomore rookie class, the sophomore year, is going to have Caleb Williams, Jaden Daniels, also Bo Nix,
Bo Nix.
because all three of them was starting. And didn't Drake May start too?
Yep, Drake May.
Drake May.
I'm seeing. I could see big things coming from Drake May this year.
Yeah,
I don't see much coming from Caleb Williams. I'm still not on that Caleb Williams
those are the one I was going to pick.
bus.
Him and maybe Bo Nix might have a bad sophomore year. I cannot count Penix because Penix only came in the last 3 games.
He's not starting now, though, is he?
Well, that's what they was talking about. They was talking about moving what's his name to the bench and letting
Kirk Cousins.
And letting what's his name have it.
But
it couldn't
happen. It couldn't happen to a better guy. But after he complained when they drafted him, I was like, man, that couldn't happen to a better guy. But I think out of the sophomore class, I'm still kind of, I don't know how Bo Nix is going to do. He had a good year.
Yeah.
I think Drake May will probably, out of the sophomore class quarterbacks, he'll probably have a better year. I mean, we'll see. Like I said, that Jalen Daniels last year, I thought he was the better quarterback coming out of that draft.
Mm-hmm. Then he win rookie. Who won rookie of the year? I don't remember.
I don't either. I can't remember.
Let's see. I can look that up real quick. And
so, that's like, all right. I said he was the better quarterback of that draft last year. And this year, I said Sanders is the better quarterback out of that draft. We'll see what happens.
Yep. And it was Jaden Daniels.
All right. I'll go back to schedule here. Then Friday night, September 5th, my Chiefs will be playing the Chargers in Brazil. I don't like these out-of-country games. I just don't.
I hear you.
But then you got that September the 7th games, and then it's all on. You've got Tampa Bay going to Atlanta, where Tampa Bay will win in Atlanta. You're going Cincinnati's going to Cleveland, where Cincinnati's going to beat Cleveland. Cleveland may only get 3 wins this year. Miami's going to Indianapolis. That's just going to be an interesting toss-up game. Vegas are going to New England to lose to the Patriots. Arizona is going to New Orleans to beat the Saints. The Saints don't have nobody. I mean, who? I mean,
yeah,
Alvin Kamara. Dude. I mean, if I was him, I'll be asking for a trade. I want to leave. I want to go somewhere.
Yep, that's a rebuild year for them.
Pittsburgh's going to New York. Too bad it's not a Monday night game. Monday night game in New York. Remember that his first game in New York? It was the Jets. It was a Monday night game.
Yep.
With, Pittsburgh.
I think third play towards Achilles.
Then you got the Giants going to Washington to lose. You got Carolina going to Jacksonville to lose. Well, that one there could be a toss-up, really, I think. Jacksonville and Carolina.
Yeah.
You got Tennessee going to Denver. Ooh, the 49ers going to Seattle. That, to me, could be a toss-up game. Detroit going to Green Bay. Started out. Houston going to L.A. And then the big game that is Sunday night at 8:20 on the 7th, you've got the Baltimore is going to Buffalo. Can we get some snow for that game? And then Monday night matchup, you got Minnesota at Chicago. Man, I'm just looking here. I may have need to do some different picking on some of my games coming up. But
I don't know who the quarterback for Minnesota going to be. Is it going to let JJ McCarthy?
Yeah,
finally
McCarthy. McCarthy. It's his car
he's
to
got
drive. Yeah, as far as I know, that's McCarthy's car to drive. I think I know that's the key. I was going to mention some key players that to keep an eye on. And I think could have a great year, and that's McCarthy is one of them. He is loaded with talent around him. He has got, receivers. He's got running back. He's got a tight end. All he's got to do is not screw it up. So this is pretty much his rookie season here, where he's out hurt all last year.
Mm-hmm.
So all you got to do, you got Aaron Jones running the ball. Just don't screw it up. It's all you have to do. You go drop back pass, hit your check down. If you're getting pressure, check it down. Get rid of it.
Yep.
But he's my player to watch for this year. I think is him. I had another one. I can't think who it is. I done forgot. But JJ McCarthy is my pick. And another one, I'm gonna tell you another running back to watch.
Mm-hmm.
Here, I tell you a running back is getting overlooked. Okay, you ready for this? And he's on your team.
Oh crap! Because I was thinking, so I had a perfect person in mind. But if you're talking about Miles Sanders,
nope, he's on your team.
Oh, if you're talking about the rookie,
it's Jamal Williams, the running back. I don't think he used to run the ball for Denver. Okay, y'all got him. I think he could be a key factor in the run game for you all. I think he's being overlooked. I think he's not a bad back. He's a good back.
Right.
I think he can help y'all out a good deal. I think that's another guy to watch.
Right. I know for a fact he'll get some play. They already moved Miles Sanders into the starting lineup. That guy Blue that drafted out of Texas. Couple of I forgot we were supposed to mention it a few episodes ago because when they first started training camp, they was talking about he's lazy. So he gonna be low on the depth chart. They already don't like him.
Well, that's the rundown of week 1 of the NFL. I know we're still a month out from it. I wanted to run it down. We're about out of time already.
Yeah, we are. Real quick, I want to tell you something funny and stupid. Guess what? Guess who didn't get a 99 on Madden in running backs?
Who?
Derrick Henry. I'm wondering. I thought maybe I was like, well, it's not his age. I think it's because Lamar Jackson is mostly going to run. So that's probably why they dropped him down.
I guess. What is his rating?
They didn't say. He's just not part of. They wouldn't give him they gave Saquon Barkley a 99. What's his name? Bucky Irvin. I think it's Bucky Irvin from Tampa Bay. Yeah. He's with a 99.
That's crazy.
That's crazy. That's crazy. He got a 99. Derrick Henry did not.
That's crazy. Derrick Henry's in your top 3 backs.
Yeah. And Chubb, I don't know where he went. Oh, Chubb is in New England.
It's Barkley, and then it's going to be back and forth between Christian McCaffrey and Derrick Henry. That's your top 3 backs right now.
Christian McCaffrey's a 99.
Yeah.
Nick Chubb, after coming back, he had the torn ACL, missed pretty much all of last year. He's a 94.
Yeah. All right. Well, we're about out of time for this hour here. Like we always do at each episode. If you're thinking about harming or hurting yourself, don't be afraid to call that quick number 988 and dial 1. That's a veteran crisis line, which is 1-800-273-8255. 1-800-273-8255. Dial 1. But the quickest way is that quick number 988 dial 1. They'll get you in contact with the resources that you need. If you're a veteran out there, go to your local VA medical center, go to the ER, tell them you need to talk to somebody. They'll have somebody on staff. Don't be afraid to take that step. Utilize it. Check on your battle buddies. Keep in contact with them. Any change in behavior, try to help them out.
Yep.
You got anything else, Beans?
I got nothing.
Well, y'all have a good night and a good week, and hopefully we'll see you midweek.
Yep.
Have a good one.
All righty.